Big gay hunter.
Big
Oh,
gay.
gosh.
A big gay hunter.
God.
You hunt bears.
Furries, actually.
Oh no!
I hunt furry bears.
Oh no!
I was gonna say you got caught 2 furries already.
Oh my God!
All right. So yeah, you know that there are these black tusks hanging around.
All right, guys. Watch out for black tusks. Kind of like cougars. They will maul you. They will try to gore you with their tusks. Some things to think about when you're around them. If they start charging, don't run. They will outrun you. If you can climb a tree, it might be recommended.
Are there
whatever.
trees around?
There are short trees, yeah. Like, you know, when you get up high elevations, how trees don't grow more than like 3 feet tall.
Right.
Oh,
But they're
so
short
we're
and
just
wide.
we're,
They're like tree bushes.
the faster we can get down into the denser forested areas, the better we'll be off. But keep an eye out. We may have to scare them away. Do I know any scare tactics to get them from trying to kill us? Do they? And they said they hunt in packs too, like small packs.
Small packs, yeah.
Well, whatever skills I know to scare them away, I'll tell people about. So.
All right. So
I also have a bit of a ration here, and I know they love these little berries. They're gonna love it. I'll try to persuade them from eating us and eat the berries instead.
maybe not berries, but jerky.
Okay, jerky, dried meat, love it. Okay.
So about 10 or 15 minutes later, you do come upon a small pack of 3 of these things.
Oh.
Being as you were prepared, you can see them off in the distance, and they are standing between you and your continuation on the path.
All right. We can try to placate natural animals. That's a skill I have. Or perhaps we want to sneak around them. Are we are we upwind or downwind of them?
I would say that you are probably downwind of them.
So they don't smell us.
No, sorry, upwind.
Downwind.
Yeah, you're above them, so the wind is blowing down towards them.
Okay, so they're gonna smell us soon.
Yes.
And when they smell us, they're gonna try to take us.
Correct,
So
yes.
either that or we prepare to fight. And maybe we can scare them off with our just lots of noises and whatever. That's what we do. I mean, natural animals, so they don't tend to like large amounts of noise and stuff.
I got something that might do it. Little vial thingy. It's not a nice thing to. It's a little boom flower.
Boom flower.
That'll do it.
How far away are they? Are they within throwing distance of a small object?
I think they're a little further than that.
Yeah, they're probably further than that.
Let's see something here.
Yeah, you definitely couldn't hit them from here, but they would probably hear it from here.
I'd save that until they get closer.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good idea. Get it ready.
All right. Anybody else want to do something?
I will ready my bow. Get it ready to go in case they aren't scared by the loud noise. Maybe if we take one out, the others will slunk off.
Keep my eye peeled for a nice place to climb and hide.
I'm just gonna stay as quiet as possible. Because I don't have any like weapons. I'm just hoping that I don't turn into that horrible beast again.
Eat some cats.
Yeah, all I got on
They
me
are a
is mono
substantial creature.
knife.
Mmm. And delicious.
All right. So it sounds like you guys are planning on getting closer and throwing this thing. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, I
try to
think.
stealth up and try to scare them off with it.
Well, we
Would
can
I-
both walk up. I mean, we can all walk up as a group. That's what I would suggest.
If we walk,
Bigger and badder we look, with more noise, the better.
It's like that scene from Reservoir Dogs at the beginning.
one of my skills evidently is sensing danger. I don't know what the hell that does. Just to let you know, Rich.
That is an interesting skill.
It's like I might not be the best fighter, but I can take out these animals if we need to. We'll figure it out. Don't be scared. They're gonna be more afraid of us than we are of them.
How good are they at climbing? Not very, you said?
Cats.
I mean,
Oh, they're cats. Never mind.
I don't know.
Well, the second that they get up, they can't get down, right?
Right. You got to call the fire.
Gotta get up to get down.
There's nothing to climb in up here anyway.
Yeah, there's another climb. That's the problem.
Mountainside.
Okay, so we're going down.
Because I am skilled with climbing, so I was like, maybe I'll just go down the side of the mountain.
All right. So there is something called a GM intrusion, which I'm going to do right now. And the way it works
Sounds painful.
is I give somebody. It will be. I give somebody 2 points of experience. They immediately give 1 point of that experience to somebody else. And then I add a complication in.
Okay.
So
Or we can turn it down, right?
What does
You have
experience
to
do for us
pay-
at this early age?
Well, you can pay experience to change your rolls. I believe it's 1 for 1. You can ease a roll by 1. Not change, or no, re-roll. That's what it is. You can use experience to re-roll. You can also use experience to deny a GM intrusion. So right now you cannot say no to this juju. If you had experience, you could. But I am giving you 2 points of experience. And what's going to happen is your boom flower is going to go off in your hand. It's still going to scare the black tusks away. But you're going to have to make a might defense roll. Which is like a
might
saving
defense.
throw. Yeah. Versus
Damn it,
the
it was-
level of the cipher.
Oh god. It is 7.
Right, yeah. So let's I want to check out this sense danger thing.
Oh, I have 10 seconds after it lights. After I light the fuse before it explodes.
Yes, I understand, but I am
Okay.
intruding, and it is a short fuse.
Okay.
Skills. Where are the
Yeah, so
skills
I will
listed?
let you use sensing danger to ease it by 1.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you believe you can ease it with? That would bring it down to a 6. Oh, you have to give away that experience point.
Oh,
Skills.
Tom. Um,
Thanks, buddy. I guess we're
if
the
I'm
ones traveling together. So right now,
if I'm if I've spent at least an hour studying an area, which is what I was trying to do, I get an asset in perception and so forth, but also defense in that area.
Okay. All right. I'll give that to you. So that'll ease it
Okay.
by 2. So now we're down to 5.
whew, that's a 15.
Yeah. And since you're with Tom and you gave him the experience, I will say that he can help you with it, but if you fail, he takes damage as well.
Oh, I also have salvaging Numina.
No,
So what are you
that'll
trying to do
require-
here? You're gonna take a might roll. If you
My
fail
defense,
it,
yeah.
if you fail it, then you're basically gonna have to. You're gonna take damage of some sort.
Take 7 damage.
7 damage. How much damage do we have?
Oh,
Like, how much can we take? I don't even know where that's listed.
Your might, basically. Your might is your hit points.
Ah.
So it comes off your might, your speed, and then your intellect. And if all those
I
hit
see.
0, you're dead.
Gotcha.
You go over to
How do you
combat,
recover those things?
if you go over to combat, you have
Yep.
a recovery. Is that what it's called? A recovery roll you can do.
Hmm.
The first one, it takes like a couple of seconds, so like 1 round
Gotcha.
of combat. The second one is 10 minutes.
I gotcha.
The third one is an hour, and the fourth one is 10 hours, and then it resets.
okay.
And
I can
then,
help you. Sure. What's the job to? Job to tier level 4, which is 12. At least it's a 60% chance of recovering, or to not take any damage.
All right. Yeah, that's cool.
So if you alt click, apparently.
Got it. Thought he might help.
So if you alt click on that,
Uh-huh.
you can add all kinds of crazy things in there.
Okay, I see.
So you would have added trained. You would have added 2 assets. You could have used effort as well to ease your task.
I don't have any effort. Never mind.
So
Yes, so-
also, I want to say one thing.
Mhm.
For my flex focus skill of the day, because I get to choose a skill for the day. I'm taking sneaking.
Okay.
That makes the most sense. Just saying that.
All right, so you toss this thing out. almost blows up in your hands, and it scares these black tusks off. You are free to continue down the road.
Sweet,
Mind the
good
burning
job.
shrapnel.
High five. I knew you could do it.
It's just mind the burning shrapnel.
Is that a one time only too? That's a cipher.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only carry so many of them, and you should be getting them frequently.
So I have a, let's see.
All right, so as you get closer to this valley, you notice that the haze was kind of a distortion from a cloud of this snow being churned up into the air and slowly going around the valley. You see that it has these 100-foot tall pylons around it. You can see, I think there are 12 of them, spaced about 600 feet apart. Was that like 2 football fields? And they are keeping this snow out of the valley.
Ah.
So what
Yeah,
keeps the snow out of the
well-
valley again?
like an opposite of a snow globe.
Yeah, exactly. They're these bronze metal pylons that are about 100 feet
Putting
tall.
up a barrier
Are we like, oh, looks like magic?
Exactly.
or technology.
I don't know anything about that, guys. I can
Um,
identify plants and animals, but I don't know anything about technology. Sorry.
So as you get closer to, you're noticing this snow isn't actually snow. It's tiny flakes of hard material that resemble seashells.
And
I
is
can tell you we're not walking on snow right now.
it falling from the sky or is it just on the grounds?
Well, now it's being blown up and off of the reflecting off of these pylons. The wind's kicking it
Oh,
up
I see.
into a high kind of cloud.
All right. So we're outside of this, what appears to be this barrier, right? Or are we inside now?
Yeah, you are outside of it. When you're standing next to one of these pylons, it makes a sound, kind of like a voice saying "ah." You can see very fine etchings on the surface of it.
So the pylons are on the outside, and it's like has a force field sort of thing going between them. Like,
Correct. Yeah, you can't
okay,
see it.
so
but
it's not that they're in the middle and they're emitting them from a radius. It's they're on the sides and acting as kind of posts for.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So it can be more structural than energy.
Um,
Is there any buttons or something on the poles?
yeah.
There are no buttons now.
I'm really looking at the carvings, the drawing, the words, whatever.
It might be words or it might be circuitry. You can't really tell.
Could I try? Because I am
Same answer.
kind of technology. Okay.
I'm just looking around for any kind of indication that something's passed through this barrier. Like animal tracks that go through it or anything that might indicate that it's not dangerous to health.
There are no, there's nothing like that.
Okay. So then I'll pick up a stick or a rock from the ground. I'll back up about 20 feet and I'll toss it through, see what
Right through.
happens. Right through, huh? Okay. Is there any variation in the noise coming from the barrier?
No. So inside this valley, or inside this this barrier, the valley is green, like I said. There are plentiful trees, and it kind of looks like they're planted in rows. And between them, you can see a small area with buildings off, probably about a mile away. You can see small domes that look bronze and stone rectangular buildings as well.
Similar to what we teleported into?
Correct, yes, but a lot smaller.
Gotcha. The same color bronze.
Correct, yeah.
I have salvaging Numina. I'm not going to try to take this thing apart, but at the very least, I think that would be able to let me know if it was circuitry or writing. Not what it says, but if it is circuitry, then I know it was circuitry.
And I have understanding of Numina, so maybe that would be able to help at all.
It is not identifiable as either. It is like little
Okay.
etchings in it. So it could be either. They are more square than round. Looks like there's a pattern to them, but hard to discern exactly what that is.
Are there any panels or anything?
Mm, no, they seem smooth.
Okay.
Aside from the etchings in them.
Thoughts, guys?
I'm not a magic or a tech guy.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this stuff, but
I am, but like it seems like even out of my league. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just
So-
because you can't tell if it's writing or circuitry doesn't mean you can't like do something with it. So,
okay, so
like you said, you have identifying Numenera, right?
understanding Numenera.
Understanding Numenera. So
Yeah.
you could definitely roll that and try to understand what this thing is,
Okay,
but not if that is writing or circuitry.
got it. So I'm gonna say my computer died. So would someone be able to roll for me?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 14, so that allows you to tell that these are definitely creating some sort of force shield that keeps out fast-moving objects, and it also scares away the animals from coming through these things.
Nice.
But then, if that's the case, why is this thing here? Like, why? What is it scaring things away from? Like, from itself, or is there something else on it? Like,
It's in their
It's
little
in the
buildings
center,
over there.
probably.
right? Okay, got it. So little buildings, are they?
Yeah, it's like a protection for like the people who live here.
Right. Okay, so people do live here.
That's what we're assuming.
Maybe.
Okay.
Do we see anybody through the
You see
mist?
structures.
You see the structures, but you can't see. It's too far away to really see anybody moving around.
But what about buildings, like in buildings?
You do see structures, yeah. You see
Okay.
smaller domes and rectangular stone buildings. Like to do?
Start heading towards buildings, guys.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
easily.
well, we haven't pierced the barrier yet, have we?
Oh, right. Well, it
It'll
said
Yeah,
fast
just
moving
stop
objects.
fast moving. Yeah.
So I'm guessing like
So if
like
we
us
move,
walk,
go ahead.
Well,
yeah, like just like walking speed maybe would be able to go through it.
yeah. Chari threw a rock through it, so
I did, and I threw a stick through it as well. The only thing I haven't throw. I mean, I wanted to try an organic thing and an inorganic thing. Not like a dead stick either. Hopefully, like a branch of something. So that didn't seem to matter. However, we are living creatures. It may not like living creatures and keeps the wildlife away. That's what my concern is. So I'm a bit concerned that we could create some problems for either ourselves or the residents in this area. Would that be a good assumption, just based on what I know about if I've ever seen something like this before, Rich? I don't see any animal tracks going through this barrier. I'll just say that much.
yeah. So from what Will's character said, you assume that, or you all assume that there is something innate to these pillars that are keeping the animals away. There are no animal tracks around this whole area, so they stay. There's probably not animal tracks within 10 yards of this area, so they don't even come down
Gotcha.
near the pylons.
Gotcha. I'm thinking pylons. I'm thinking like the pylon. You guys ever seen Foundation on Apple TV?
I have not.
And they have this scene where they set these pylons up, and they basically you can't get past them. It's just create like a dome of energy. That's what I'm thinking in my head right now.
Well, the worst part is it sounds really similar to a thing in Stargate that really kind of didn't make sense to me. It was two devices set along that somehow made a not a dome, but it was domed upwards. Just it was really weird, and it kept the sun from the UV lights from kind of burning them.
A big umbrella.
Yeah, except an umbrella has a center pole. It was coming from both sides. It didn't make sense how it went wide. It made sense going this way, but not this way.
All right, so who's stepping through first?
I think I'd probably step through because I feel the most confident after learning what it is.
It is much warmer on the other side.
Nice.
Still a little wary of Numenera, so I'm gonna be last.
All right, I'll go next.
Same, much warmer on the other side.
You pop through.
All right, coming.
And I'll come through last. Warily looking around. Thinking I'm gonna get shocked or some crazy shit.
So you, as you head towards this small village, you come to what you decide is an orchard. The trees planted in rows. They're all bearing some kind of fruit. They are several different colors: red, yellow, blue fruit, and they are small, plump, short-legged birds nesting also in between the trees. They're chasing birds, scratching at the ground, looking for bugs. They're chasing bugs, not birds. Scratching at the ground, and generally ignoring you guys. But if you come up to them, they wander away. There is a well-trod path leading to the village. And as you get closer to it, the trees become less and less dense. How are you proceeding through this orchard? Are you walking casually, or are you trying to sneak up on this village?
Well,
Okay.
I am a loner and I am normally distrustful of other people. So I am going to be a little sneaky. But I am not. I'm not in the lead either. So
Are you
I'm
going to
gonna hang
recommend
back.
that to the rest of the party?
I'm gonna say what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sneak them around. So if we get in trouble, hopefully they won't see me, and I'll be able to assist. You guys do what you need to do.
I'm kind of in the same boat, sort of, like in the same ballpark as you. That we have no idea who these people are, if they even speak the same language, or if they might be hostile. So at least I'd like to at least get a look at how they act and look and stuff like that before interacting.
Okay. All right, so sneaky it is. So there are probably almost 30 buildings here. 6 of them are metal domes made of the same bronze material. They each dome has a door on it. You can see with a black circular pad in the center of it. The remaining buildings are square and made of mortared stone with sawed roofs. These are large enough to house one family, probably with maybe room for 3 rooms inside. There is a fire pit in the center of town that it looks like several people are cooking over right now.
Excuse me.
There is probably more than 50 people here. About a quarter of them children, all ranging in ages.
Do they look hostile?
They do not. They look very, very bucolic.
I'll relax my stance. And who's the most, I guess, charming of our group? It's not me.
I think it might be me. Maybe I have a 15 in that stat, and I have the social. What was it called? Natural social skills or something like it? Natural social something.
Pleasant social interactions.
There we go.
I could face morph. Whatever that means.
All right, so you're gonna pop out from behind the trees and start talking to people.
Well, not look like I just popped out of a tree. I probably like step back a bit before like kind of walking back, looking.
You muted yourself right at the end. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, sorry. I basically sneak back away before walking back more casually in a way that it doesn't look like I just came out from the freaking trees.
Okay. And what are the rest of you doing while he does this?
Hiding behind a tree.
The rest of you still hiding?
I will follow him. I mean, and I'm
And I
not,
follow him.
I'll try not to look threatening. I.e. my hand won't be on my sword hilt, things like that.
All right, so
Non-threatening.
you are noticed by a couple of people.
I wave.
And they go kind of report it to somebody, is what it looks like is happening. And there after that happens, there are 3 people gather and start to come towards you guys as you come towards them. And you meet probably on the edge of the orchard. And there are 2 men and 1 woman. Like a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old, a 40-year-old, about. They are wearing simple garments, woven fibers, under fur-lined capes. They have bronze metal bits in their clothing and hair, and what looks like several brightly colored seashells decorating their clothes and their hair as well.
So
They're all carrying staves with a curve on the end, kind of like a shepherd's crook. And they kind of they hail you and they introduce themselves. The woman says her name is Yoma, and these are her fellow villagers, Ayel and Rio. Yoma is the one in the middle of ages. Rio is the younger one, and Ayel is the older one. They say that they haven't seen anybody here ever. And in their generation, they have never had a visitor to their village that they call Bardak.
Arctic.
Wow. Okay, that's
So
I guess they're just out in the so far out in the boonies that like no one travels this way.
it seems like they're happy.
It seems like they're concerned that you're here.
Right, but I mean, generally they're healthy.
Yes.
It's like the one section of the Time Machine movie where everybody's just happy and feeding each other fruit. And
Oh my god.
remember that part?
I do not.
It's before he goes to the future.
Yeah,
The
I think
future
I
of the
know what you're
Morlocks.
talking about
Yeah.
though. But basically, I introduce myself as well, stating that we're been sort of displaced from where we once lived, and we're just trying to get home. We're kind of a bit lost.
Well, we don't know how to help you with that. You can definitely stay here overnight if you like. And
That would be
you can
very
talk to the
helpful.
elders in the morning.
Thank you. We'll try to not make any trouble. We're just simple people that want to, be helpful in sorts. Is there anything that you folk might need assistance with while we're here? Just share our gratitude.
They they appreciate the offer, but seem kind of maybe unsure of what you can do, and kind of mention that we've got this. We've survived for a long time on our own. We welcome you as our guests.
Thank you.
From literally in the tree, apple in hand. Is there an ocean nearby or something?
Oh yeah, you said shells.
They seem shocked, and they like it takes them a moment to answer, and they say no ocean.
Yeah, there's like shells floating around here. So
I mean, you've got the decorations and all the debris is shell.
It comes from the ground.
What I'm probably guessing is that this place used to be like where an ocean might have been, and the shells just kind of stayed there. That's my guess.
They agree with you. They say maybe not an ocean, maybe a really large lake, but they agree with you. They don't get too far out of the area of the pylons, so they couldn't say whether it would be an ocean or.
Well, I don't go swimming very often, so I don't know if there's a lot of shellfish in the lakes, but okay.
All right. Also to the north of the village, there is a large statue. It is a huge bronze statue of a multi-armed humanoid with a glowing blue crystal where its face should be.
Ooh, neat.
Your sculptor got a little lazy. I mean, it's not that it's not pretty.
They say that it has been here since we settled here. Whoever was here before us, it is probably made in their likeness. They kind of talk to it as if it's a protector,
like a guardian, like
as sleeping. They say that they leave offerings of food and carved wood figurines at its base, but never go past that. They
do the offerings just sit there and rot?
Yes, they do. They believe that the offer keeps the icon sleeping, and when it wakes, it causes nightmares and earthquakes when it starts.
Oh Jesus!
Or when we do not do these things correctly. And they'll talk to you about this stuff, answer any other like simple questions you have. But when they serve dinner, the great elders come out. And these people are more like 80 or 90. And they are in these things they call life crucibles. They are.
Yeah, I was about. I was about to ask, like, is 80, 90 kind of like pushing it in this era, or is it like because of like the magic that or the tech that's around? Like you're saying that they have like respirators.
It's not a respirator. It's more like a it's like a levitating one-person vehicle made of bronze. It's almost like it's like a bowl, kind of a large bronze bowl that levitates.
So like in a super advanced wheelchair.
Yeah, exactly. It's made out of the bronze stuff. They are decorated with the shells and glass. Has a vertical metal pole that's sticking out of the bottom, but doesn't quite touch the ground. And they have swollen, distorted bodies and faces, kind of like a caterpillar. They are fused with this thing. You can see their skin kind of grafting into this metal.
Crap, what was that?
And they're
What was
somewhere
that
between the shape of a human and a lobster. And they have a carapace, like growths on their chest and stomach, and several
like
secondary limbs.
like the first thing that came into my mind after you started describing like the latter half. You remember that X-Men villain that like the Game Master or something like that has like the spider pod. He just like sits in it, just like super grotesque, and just like runs game shows.
No,
You don't.
I do not remember him.
I don't know why I remember him then, but like that's the first image I got. I was like, wow.
I'm just pictured Wally, the humans of Wally.
So the villagers are very respectful of the elders. They kind of kneel or bow when they come. They keep their head down when they're around. There are certain phrases that the elders say that people will repeat. It's almost as if they worship these people, and they are obviously the oldest people in the area. As they eat, they will talk to you and ask you questions about where you're from and how you got here. And then they'll tell you a story of about 40 years ago, a small group of strangers came to the village. They said they came from a far away. A small group of
40 years.
strangers.
40 years ago.
Okay. Oh, 40. Okay.
They said that they did not listen to us about the icon and chose to look upon the world under the icon with their own eyes. They were never seen again, and shortly after they went underneath the icon, an earthquake happened, and one of the southern pylons stopped working.
Uh-oh.
Even before that, there are stories that the elders have heard, but it happened before they were born. That a different group of strangers stayed for 6 days and then headed west down the mountain and were never seen again.
Oh, geez.
Huh.
So
So I'm
there were
getting
more than
like
just the 2 pylons.
What was
Yeah,
that?
it's probably pylons that surround the city, right?
Yeah, there's like 8 pylons, right?
Like 8 or 12, yeah, something like that.
Oh, sorry, I thought there was 2.
No,
And did they
Oh.
pylons ever turn back on?
no. The one pylon, the southern pylon that went out, never turned back on.
And the pylons protect this city from basically the town from like external problems.
Correct, yeah. The weather,
like
and
predators.
the predators.
Yeah.
I'm
So
actually
since
kind
then,
of
they've
curious.
had to fight off some black tusks.
We saw some on the trail.
Yeah.
We were able to scare them away.
I'm actually kind of curious about looking at this disabled pylon, see if there's anything that I could do.
Now the disabled pylon came about though because they didn't properly sacrifice to the icon.
No, because a group of strangers went into the icon.
Went into the wait. Hold on, I guess
There's like a
went,
doorway underneath that leads to
gotcha.
an underground something,
which
but they don't.
is a no-no.
Yeah, because earthquakes happen and a pylon goes out.
So, like, my gut feeling tells me that what's down there is possibly a sort of like a control room for these pylons. That's my best guess.
For the
But
engine.
also, yeah, something that runs these pylons and controls them.
Well, my gut feeling is that it's not natural, it's magic, and I ain't messing with it. So I don't want anything to do with neither the underground whatever the fuck nor the pylons themselves. But if they need any help dealing with the local fauna, then by all means I can definitely assist.
It might
I can
also
pretty
be
much-
that whatever teleported us up there might be the return version is down there.
Oh,
Possibly.
yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good thought. That's a
I think there was magic. Whatever it was, magic is never good.
magic and science are kind of have a blurry line between them sometimes.
And I don't trust any of it. Is there any way, like, do these elders know of any other way out of this valley to maybe other civilization?
No.
So they've been here for how many decades or how many centuries?
So this town
At least
has been
80
here
years.
for over 200 years.
Okay.
They became the elders probably about 60 years ago.
So it has been a time. It has been a moment for them.
Well, no, probably about 40 years ago they became the elders.
40 moments.
Are there
Long
stories from before the town was built?
Not from before the town was built. But the elders told you of some people who came for 6 days and then headed west down the mountain. And that was before the elders were born. And the elders ask if you wish to stay with us for a couple days, we would appreciate your help doing things around the village tomorrow.
Sure.
All right.
Perfectly fine with that.
Whatever would be good to pay back for your hospitality.
Yeah.
I'm a jack who likes to hunt. So if you need any food, I'm your man. That's what I'll offer them.
Yeah, they like black tusk fur and black tusk meat. So
Maybe we'll have a little hunting party. Perhaps I can persuade my partner in crime over here. I call him the Fist. Hopefully you won't find out why.
Honestly, my community explorer ability would barely help them, because as long as I work within the community, I can help find resources. But then after that, it's locate trade routes, know about conditions that are just beyond the community, and detect sneak attacks by enemies. I don't think those last three things are going to be helpful at all.
well,
Sneak
no,
attack
maybe.
by the tusks.
But critters, yeah, okay.
You can find
I'm
out where
just,
they're
like-
hiding out.
Like, I'm still interested in that broken down, or at least disabled, generator, because, like, I just realized I could have used scan on that thing. the one we saw before. So, like, if I use it on the deactivated one, maybe I'll figure out, like, hey, maybe there's like an on button.
Oh, I
well,
want to go
but
down
you
below,
used
but I don't want
understand
to do it right
Numenera,
away.
so
Yeah,
there
I
was
would
no
guess
on-button.
this. Outside of my character, if I was to logically think about this, I think that the party that broke it probably went down there, was messing with the machinery, and it blew up. They got killed, and that's what created the earthquake as well. Probably a destruction of an underground power source that was powering it. That would be like,
But why did it
But-
only drop one pylon and not all of them?
well, because they're probably all powered from different conduits, from different sources of, and
Usually,
maybe they,
something like this is powered by one source.
well,
They
no,
might have
no,
destroyed the.
maybe it's one source that powers all of them, but it sends out like power to each one individually, and then maybe they
Like
got
new Christmas tree lights versus old Christmas tree lights.
exactly the spider web out the center, center
Parallel
hub,
or series?
bunch of parallel runs to each one of those hubs. and they probably fucked with one of them and it blew up on them, severing its power connection and possibly destroying them in the process. Maybe. Just
Or they had to use the power to open the portal.
or maybe it blew out a conduit or something
I mean,
while they did that.
I want to go down there at some point, anyways. But I'll.
We're gonna end up down there. I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
end up down there.
Yeah. The
Play
problem
nice
is
for at
though, is
least a
that
couple days.
You could live in the
Yeah, the
village
prob-
forever.
oh my god. Like the problem is though
Game over.
is that because they're kind of seem like super religious and stuff like that, or at least like overly spiritual, like even bringing up the topic of, hey, maybe we can fix things that's down there, they'll just go nuts.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't planning on
Yeah.
asking permission or even broaching the subject of those things. It's, hey, I'm helpful. I'm helpful the next day. I'm helpful the next day. I miss you the day after that
Oh no.
because I'm underground. Hee
Okay. Yeah. If we do figure out something though, I would like to at least like leave some sort of writing like, hey, this is what happened. We didn't die. Or hey, this is what happened. We might have just died.
Yeah, the problem is the whole, hey, this is what happened. We might have died. You never know when to put that. And so by the time you do it, you're already dead. That's why nobody remembers.
I would have liked it, like, maybe like before we do something just really stupid, I just like go right back up to the top, leave the paper like stuck to like the door on the other side, like.
You understand though that when we do something stupid, it's in the spur of the moment. We don't have time to do anything else.
Yeah.
Here's where the division of labor comes from in this group. Y'all can figure out what the hell's going on down there, whereas myself and maybe the fist, we can go do something else. What do you think, Sean?
Yeah. We can split the party up if that's what you think is best.
I mean, not really splitting it up. We're all staying in the village, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to spend a couple hours a day hiding, just for hiding's sake. Get them used to not noticing me around before I go down.
Because I know I can't contribute much to the technology part, but I mean, I can definitely we could definitely help distract the villagers and help them, whatever, with the resource gathering or whatever they need.
Yeah, they're gathering several resources. There is kind of like a quarry a little ways away from the village that they're carting stone back to build houses with. They are harvesting fruit from the trees. They, like I said, they are interested in blacktuck's fur and meat. There's also a cave near the quiet pylon that has been overgrown with icy growths over the past few days, resembling a castle.
Huh.
The elders say that is signs of a dangerous creature moving into the area.
Sounds like some probably like a sentient dangerous creature if it's shaped like some sort of building.
No, it's a cave that's got lots of ice, you said?
Yeah.
But then they said it
Icy
was like
growths
shaped like a castle.
resembling a castle.
Icy growth. Gotcha.
Yeah. Castle shape, like that sounds kind of like intentional, which means sentient.
Yeah, maybe so.
Or
I didn't say castle
like we
shape,
see
though. I said
faces and
resembling a
everything.
castle.
Right.
Yeah.
We see faces and everything. We see patterns and everything.
Yes, they refer to them
Yeah.
as beasts. And they say they can suck the heat right out of a person's body. They travel in patterns.
Ooh.
Well, that's no bueno. I'll stick to the trees and the quarry.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
I think, yeah, I'm gonna be helping him out for like a couple days, and then during the night or during the day, sneak away to try to scout out the monument and the under part of it.
Okay.
All right. Is that something you're going to do alone?
I figured Will was gonna come with me.
Like, also to note that I do have a pretty high. It was like speed or dex. What is it called?
Speed?
Speed.
Speed.
Okay, yeah,
Have a 12 speed.
it's a
What's 12
decent.
speed?
Means
As
absolutely
fast as the
nothing.
bicycle.
Oh wait, it should be 14 because I put 2 into it due to my what is it called? My adaptable.
Still
It
means
gives me
absolutely nothing.
what's up?
Still means absolutely nothing.
Ah.
It doesn't mean what you think it is. It's not dexterity. It's not D&D dexterity.
Okay. I thought it just means that I'm able to kind of brute force
Nope.
stealth stuff. No?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all. Has nothing to do with that
Okay.
at all.
That would
Your
be the
tools are
edge
used
part
to
of it.
power abilities.
Ah,
Using stealth would be a skill. So you would there are 3 things that can ease skills, or stealth would be a check, right? So there are 3 things that can ease checks. Those are assets, and that's usually like somebody helping you, or you have some sort of special tool. There is effort, which you have an effort pool, and you can spend 3 effort to ease the roll by 1. Or you can be skilled in something. If you're trained, it eases it by 1. If you're whatever the next level is, professional or something like that.
Yeah, you get different
And-
levels of skills. You can apply when you get 4 like, experience points. You can apply those to get advancements in things like skills or whatever. And once you get 4 of those things done, then you can advance up in your as a level in your class in your class, for example.
right. So, question: we like starting out very start. You only get trained skills from focus and like the things that you've chosen before. You don't get to choose like an extra one or anything like that, right?
I don't believe so.
Yeah,
Okay.
it tells
Based
it
on
tells
your
you
class.
which ones you
You
get.
get
Yeah.
it based on your class, your noun, and your verb.
Okay.
So you are what, a nano?
Yeah, it wouldn't be nano that would give me stealth or anything like that.
Nano. You are trained in understanding Numenera. Adaptable. Adaptable, which means you're skilled in pleasant social interactions. And you're trained in all actions that involve overcoming or ignoring the effects of deprivation, sorrow, or pain. And you learn from adversity. So you are quicker than most. You get to act first. In most situations, you are trained in tasks related to initiative, seeing underlying patterns, and solving problems. Stealth really doesn't fall into any of those things.
Yeah. The only thing I could think of is that learn from adversity. I get an extra book that allows me to basically do the thing that my other book allows me to do. Just like take 30 minutes and I'm kind of get a good feel of what I need to do to have a better chance at stuff involving what that book is about.
It says a book filled with knowledge on a topic of your choice.
Yeah. And I was thinking about the one that I wrote down. Is like, wait a minute, that might be kind of vague. So I was thinking about like what my game plan was before was being like a sort of like a
I'll be right back.
how to describe it. I basically wanted to change it to stealth.
So you would like no theory about stealth. That's like
Yeah.
what the book would tell you. It wouldn't tell you how to
Pretty
stealth,
much.
but you could know about stealth.
Yeah.
So any knowledge checks relating to stealth, you would have an asset. That make sense?
Oh.
'Cause it's a book
okay.
filled with knowledge on the topic of your choice.
Okay.
So if it was like birds, you'd have a book about all the different birds,
Okay.
not how to be a bird.
But yeah, I'd still want to follow through with him because like I feel like my skills with tech and other such things would like still be very beneficial once we actually get inside. So leading up to a few days later, when we do plan on going down, are there any sort of checks that we probably might need to do to be helpful around?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
About for me looking into this cave.
Is that something you want to do by yourself?
Of course not.
No, I'm going with him.
No, we can't do that ourselves. Crazy.
All right, so give me a a level 3 stealth check.
Level 3 stealth check.
You have those silent
And
boots, right?
I have boot and I haven't changed my daily skill, but it's still stealth. Knowing I was going to go in this cave, I would have definitely chose it as my skill set. What do you call that? It's my flex skill. So once a day I can choose a skill. All right, so I should be able to knock 2 off of that then.
Correct. Yeah. So that would be 3 would be your target number.
3 sounds difficult, but
Right.
you never know. You could still fail.
Yeah. 20 swingy.
I'm back.
Not with that.
Not this
Okay.
time. No, not this time. Could it beat a difficulty of 18 or 6?
All right, and so that gives you some sort of minor effect as well.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So what
yeah.
kind of
Yeah, I see
minor
that. Oh, yeah.
effect would you get from stealth? Do you think?
Well,
Stealthy.
what the minor effect I could think of would be not only am I not sensed by whatever creature is in here, if there's a creature, of course, but I get to observe the creature doing whatever it's doing if it's in here, of course.
I agree.
With
I was going to
without
say
being
you get a
seen.
good look at this thing. So this is a
And
this is a
hold up, before we
Go ahead.
start,
Mhm.
I'm actually also going to use a cipher. So I'm going to tell Sean, hey buddy, I'm going to go in.
Camelfist.
What was that?
Camelfist.
Hemelfist. I'm going to use my cipher of remote viewer. And this is, I can't tell you, but I think I read it, and it was basically, it allows me one-time use for somebody can actually see what I see, kind of like a, I don't know, video camera that I guess I have like one end and he has the other. What do you think?
Remote viewing.
Yeah.
So what are you proposing?
I just want to show you, well, you think I should use that here or not? So you can get an idea of what we're facing before you walk in on it. But
Ah,
that was just what I was thinking, just so I get a chance to use a cipher. I thought that'd be kind of cool.
these things are disposable, aren't they, or are they reusable?
It's a cipher,
They're
so I
kind
would
of one
assume
and
it's a
done.
one-time use. I asked you before I go in, should I set up my remote viewer so you can see this? I don't really know how it works. I just know I've heard it does. Apparently, it's like a little, like, I don't know, magic box that you can see what I see from the other end.
But you're going to be in there.
But I'm going to be in there.
So I just want to be in there with you.
Yeah, but then we both have to be super stealthy.
But he just
I
wants to
see.
be with you.
Yeah, I don't
I
care how
know.
stealthy we are.
Yeah, well, I do, because if it's something that we can't take,
Why
then
don't you save the thing and then just sneak up there and sneak back and give me a report?
okay. Well, I'll give you the other end just in case if I have to activate it because I'm getting
Okay.
chased, then I'll
All
turn
right.
it on.
Okay, good.
All right. All right. So I'm in there.
I'm going to get really mad if they're chasing you.
That's the idea. So I sneak in, Rich, and I see it. What do I observe?
All right, they are like they're these. Well, first of all, you see this structure, and it automatically kind of gives you a sense about what these things are. They are called ice weavers. They're about 12 feet long. They have like 6, 8, 12 legs, 2 small ones in the back, and 3 larger ones in the front. The front 2 actually they can use like appendages, and they have thumbs so they can grab things. And what they do is they absorb ice, and they excrete ice as well. So the way they get around is they make these like what they call ice sleds. So they just kind of like yes, Juju, like Iceman from Spider-Man and
No,
Friends.
the whole excreting it though.
Oh.
Iceman with a bad case of diarrhea.
So they're shitting ice.
It comes out, yeah, somewhere like that, like a spider maybe.
Gotcha.
You
So
can
they
see
poop
condensation vapor coming from their super cold bodies. Yeah, and they produce a layer of ice along.
Are they humanoid?
They are
Are they
not.
like a
How
snakish?
with 8 legs, 12 legs.
They look like
that's true.
Zerg things. They
like
are,
a centipede.
Yeah, Kind of more carapace.
So, okay, like
More
spider, like you
segmented.
just said,
Yeah.
or ant,
Yeah, kind of, maybe like an ant.
the 12-legged ant that shits ice.
Yeah, and more
That-
lobstery maybe. More like a lobster tail has those sectioned plates.
Yes,
I like that.
looks dangerous. Ooh, maybe not something we want to fight. And there's 2 of them, you said?
There are 3 of them.
3 of them. Okay, so are these natural animals?
Yeah.
Do I know anything about them? Using my
You have
skill
some sort
of,
ability, yes.
yeah, well, I mean, I have training, riding, or placating natural animals. That'd probably be the only one that's useful here. So I guess the question would be the placating, i.e., do I think that they're actually dangerous to people? It's really my thing.
They look like machines.
Yes, they are. They're definitely dangerous to people.
They are what?
They're
Definitely
definitely
dangerous.
dangerous to people. Yeah.
To people. Gotcha. Hmm. Hmm. So they're making ice. I wonder what they are consuming to make said ice. Do I see any
Vapor in the air.
bone? Just a vapor. Well, okay, that's all right. Do I see any bones or any kind of, I don't know, food sources?
You do not, but you know that they keep they generally keep that inside their cave.
Aren't I inside their cave?
No, you're outside.
Oh,
Not
I thought
yet
I
inside
stuck in the cave.
No.
Okay, all right,
That'd be
gotcha.
like
So they're outside.
sneaking into their home.
I'm outside their cave, and they're like decorating
Yeah, they're looking
with
around.
poop,
Yeah, wandering around.
with poop ice.
Twice.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I will leave the area and come back and chat. Tell you what I see. I said, okay, well, they're big. They look heavily armored. They could probably freeze us if we got too close to their ice excrement.
Excrement?
Excrement.
Like ice creamant?
Exactly.
Oh no. No.
Wow.
Exactly.
No.
I'm
Pun-
done.
Pun unintended.
Pun intended. Pun unintended.
Pun unintended. Okay.
There we go. There's a
But
picture in Discord.
oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, and I kind of sketch a quick little picture on the ground. And I'm like, well, you ever seen something like this before? It looks very freaky. Probably
See, they've
would
got like holes along their abdomen there in the back.
probably could slide a sword between those armored plates to kill them.
Are they doing any harm just being here? Or?
I don't think so, but
not yet.
I think that they probably could. Like, you know,
They definitely will eat.
they will eat anything they can get their little pincers on.
And it's a natural cave, right?
Correct. Yeah.
You know what happens with natural caves?
They collapse.
Natural cave-ins.
So, what were you thinking?
You have explosives?
I don't have
Should radio back to the
explosives.
team and find out.
Radio. It's magic.
I knew he was gonna say that.
I don't have anything that could set off an explosion, but I mean, we could trap them maybe. You know, they have to leave their cave or their cave entrance to find and gather food on occasion. Perhaps we set up some traps to catch them, but they are 12 feet long too, so they'd have to be big traps.
Big traps.
I mean, bears are big and you can catch bears with the bear trap, so don't see why we couldn't catch these guys.
But why would you want to?
So we could kill it.
Just kill it then. Don't need to catch it. Capture it,
Well,
make sure it's alive, and then kill it.
well, I'm just saying, like, it's got a big old set of armor on. The likelihood of us striking a lethal blow is not very good. And while we're wearing furs and they're wearing fucking scale mail.
Right.
Hmm.
So the cave-in
tell you
option
more
sounds
about
a little bit
this.
more appealing. Go
What
ahead.
was
The one
that?
with the scan ability.
The scan ability.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh no.
Cool. Well,
Do we know anybody?
we do. But they're gonna have to scan them from afar.
Yeah, I need to be within 10 feet of them.
I
Oh,
mean,
10 feet? Really?
they could be.
Yeah, that's the range.
I mean, are these natural beasts? As in, have I ever heard of these before? Or are they like robotic in nature?
No, they're natural. Yeah.
All right. What's the scan ability do, by the way?
In
Yeah, you have
essence,
to be short range.
think kind of like the detect magic spell, except
Uh,
like boosted.
Yeah, but that's for detecting technology, right?
No, it could also be done on creatures too.
Yeah, it's not
What is
detect
it?
magic. It's super
What
precision.
is it?
Yeah, that's
It's like
it's just
the
like it
fighter
kinda-
ability that lets
Oh,
you
yeah,
fucking study
yeah.
someone for a minute and know shit about them.
Yeah,
Ah,
except it's I think it's instant though. It just takes an action.
so I put you on a rope, throw you in there,
Oh my god.
take an action, and then we run the fuck out. No, not a good idea. Not a good idea with the 8-legged freaking 12-foot monster chasing us. 3 of them. No, probably not.
No.
So that's the thing. That's why we could cave in if we could figure out how to do that, which we may or may not be able to. But if we can't, catching them when they leave one at a time to make it easier on us, just taking them out.
The
That may
cave
be
is the cave is near the south pylon, right?
yes.
The one that's not functioning.
Yeah.
So if we got it working again,
Well, they're already in the barrier though.
yeah, but it'd start warming the place up.
Yeah. Well, they absorb heat though, don't they?
They absorb the heat around them to make the ice, I'm sure.
I thought they
But-
absorbed the cold.
They're absorbing
Yeah, they absorb
the cold, the air.
So if the air was warmed back up with the pylon fixed, then
Well-
we'd be starving them.
I mean, honestly, guys, if we could just
It
set a
would
big enough
starve them,
fire,
but they would not
want to stay.
want to stay. Yeah.
If we could just set a big enough fire to melt all their ice, they're probably going to get the hell out. If that's the idea, we don't need the pylon working. We just need a big old heat source. So maybe we enlist the townsfolk to help us build a big fat bonfire near the entrance or near this area.
Chop down a bunch of trees. Yes, please. Thank you.
What do you think, Rich? Feasible
You
in
would
this
have
area?
to build it super fast.
Oh, why is that?
Because there's generally one hanging around the cave.
Oh, I see. Like protecting the entrance.
Kind of, yeah.
Gotcha.
There's always at least one hanging around.
Well, we can
Let's
take
see
one.
what we can find out about the pylon and see if we could fix it.
Sure. Okay, that's fine. But
'Cause
let me
I'm
think
not
about.
a fighter.
Yeah. No. I know that. I'm just thinking like maybe we could take it on, the 4 of us through other means. Like maybe you guys can trap it and What I don't know.
Wait, I have an idea. Going off of that cave-in idea, what if I use my scan on sort of like a part of the ceiling, try and figure out maybe there's a weak spot that we can hit it while it's trying to chase us,
But you have
and then
to be within 10 feet of that ceiling, which means you're in the cave with them.
Oh, right. Yeah. Crap. What about, well, like it would be a lot quicker. What about just like the entrance, the
Which one is usually hanging around at?
yeah. So like when it's past that, because we just mentioned that like we would have to build a bonfire really quickly. Well, so that means that
Really
eventually
quickly.
maybe it like yeah. So that
Like
means
2
that there
minutes.
is a yes. So there is a gap of 2 minutes where I can run up, cast scan on the ceiling, figure out the weak spot, run back out, and that just takes an action instead of doing a whole bonfire thing to set up scenario. Like we could still do that. I still like that, but finding
Doing
a
this,
weak
you would
spot.
be noticed.
One thing I'll say though, what we haven't really considered, is that these things obviously don't like heat. Period. So if we came at them with enough fire, like actual fire, flames, that may scare them because that's like the antithesis to what they are.
Like, actually, we don't need to build the bonfire at their location if we have a big enough something or other to just push it there.
Like a big old, like we all have like big old torches and like pole arms with massive, like on fire, just we were running at them and they'd be like, oh no, fire, get away, kind of thing.
Worked for Frankenstein, didn't it?
Worked on Frankenstein, see?
Huh.
Exactly. I'm just thinking, maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. We're probably all gonna die.
Yeah, I imagine them getting a little pissy at basically matchsticks coming at them.
Well,
that's why I was thinking of a portable giant bonfire. We
I
just
left my portable bonfire back at home.
no. Well, okay. So
I also left my lighter at home.
well, how about this? Do we know if there's any like dynamite or any kind of explosives at the village? Can we ask that
Definitely
question
not.
before we?
I have an explosive.
You do.
I do.
What do you have?
Rich, could you look at my sheet? One of my items is an explosive.
I am
Living
where
creatures
these
in the
explosives
area
now.
fall unconscious for a number of rounds equal to the cipher level or until violently slapped awake or damaged.
So you have a sleep spell.
Oh, it's a sleep spell. Okay, never mind. Oh, it's still okay. Something.
Hey, that's not bad.
That would have been nice on the kitty cats back there.
Wait,
It is
question.
a level
Do
8.
Holy
8 rounds.
bully.
yeah, I rolled pretty high on that.
We have a level 8 psychic communicate. I don't know how that does, but
So wait, question. Are those one and done items or okay. So they're consumables, got it. But it is an
Yes,
oh shit
but they are
spell.
not
Oh,
like
shit.
they are not like potions in Skyrim. You can only carry 3 of them.
Ah.
You can only carry 3 of them. Everybody else can only carry 2.
okay. Thoughts, guys?
So
Cave in.
okay.
Gavin,
Yes.
I like your idea.
Yes.
I think it's the best one.
Okay. There's also the idea of like I have an idea where we basically make a platform that's just metal so it doesn't burn, put some wheels on the bottom of it, put a whole bunch of lumber on top of it, and just stroll it to the cave, light it on fire near it so we don't have to build the bonfire at the location while they're there.
Where are you getting this metal from?
I don't know.
Like
Maybe they have
wheels.
some metal sheets. Maybe they have some metal sheets. We could.
They do not.
Wheels are easy. Wheels are easy. Okay. Never mind that. That was in it.
Okay. Hey guys, it's 10:50. I'm gonna go to sleep soon.
Oh yeah, it's getting there.
10:50. Gosh.
I know, right?
And we putted around way too much in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, hopefully next week we're all kitted up now.
Yeah.
So I think your best bet so far, your best idea so far, is using that sleep spell.
Okay.
And again,
I
I want
think-
to encourage you to use Numenera. I do not want to discourage you from using that.
I think you're right because
They
I
are
think
not
trying to
potions in
crack.
Skyrim. You do not hang on to them.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you're going to come upon one and you're going to be like, well, which one do I leave behind now?
Yeah. You always can
Um,
carry a couple, right? So.
Right.
The
'Cause otherwise
field
they'll explode.
emitter I have, does that just make like basically a wall?
It makes it so it's a disruptor, so it makes it so Numenera don't function inside of it.
Oh.
Hmm.
Ah. Okay, never mind.
I'm actually looking for the various little guys. What are those things called? Magic items. Where's the list of those stupid things at?
It's in the main book.
But you know what? I mean, I think we could probably take one, honestly. If it's just one, I think we could do it.
Yeah, if I
Everything's-
catch them all,
Well,
if I catch
okay.
them all with the sleep bomb, then
So,
we could just take them on one at a time.
I had you roll a stealth roll in the beginning versus a difficult 3.
Yeah.
So they are difficulty 3. They are level 3 or whatever.
What does that mean?
So you would have to have you'd have to roll a 9 or
12?
better to hit them.
A 9. Okay, that's not too bad. So they're not like super armored like I thought they were.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So I mean, like I said, I think we could take one of them easily. At least a couple of us could at the same time. Now the thing is, he's probably going to call his buddies. Hopefully, we can knock him out. Maybe when his buddies come out. And how many creatures does a sleep spell affect?
Anybody
It's
in the
just
area?
an area, right?
And do we ever, when I was watching them, did I ever see all three of them in the same place at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then that's not bad. I think you're right. That's definitely the best option.
Okay.
And
Sounds
then we
like a
don't have to kill them. We could just tie them up, but we probably should kill them.
They'd probably just cut through the ropes or make the ropes like frozen and then break them.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what tying them up would do. They're probably just dumb creatures that are living on instinct right now.
They're smarter than that.
Well, they might be, but I wouldn't necessarily know.
Maybe like monkey level of intelligence.
Yeah, probably. Crueler though.
I
Their
don't know.
motive
Monkeys
is
are pretty.
hungers for flesh.
Monkeys are pretty fucking cruel.
They don't
Yeah,
hunger for
baboons.
flesh though.
That's
Baboons
true.
They're just
That was
hungry
scary.
to throw their shit.
do
Beat
not
the
mess
hell out
with
of each other.
baboons.
That happened to one of my friends at the zoo. Actually, he got a face full of monkey shit. He was teased about it forever.
Bet.
Damn, rough life, dude. I had a friend who got shit on by a bird twice in the span of like 3 years.
That's pretty wild.
Marked.
Splat. Well, I shouldn't call him a friend. It was a shipmate of mine. We always had to walk down from the building down to the boat, and it was about a mile walk each way.
Do you remember that
And
commercial where the guy has car parked and he sees a bird flying over and it's like, no, and he dives to catch the bird shit before it hits the car?
yes,
My
Missed
friend,
it.
at one point, my friend was watching that commercial. He's like, if I ever get that uppity about my car, beat me. I'm like, no, I'll get a chicken costume, stand on the hood of your car, and just start taking shits. He's like, okay, that's a true friendship. All right, I like that.
True friendship.
That'll definitely stop you from worrying about the fucking bird shit on your car.
okay.
We gotta save this fight till later.
If you're going to use the
Yeah.
the thing, it's not going to be a fight at all.
True. Sure. Let's just use it.
Let's use it.
Okay.
So they
So-
are knocked out. They are
Okay.
unconscious, and they are coup de grace.
Coup de Gracie.
You don't even have to turn into the fist. You don't even get mad.
That's
You know.
good. Nobody wants to see that shit.
You just like slide your glaive right into their soft underbelly, right up into the spine. Sever the brain stem out like a light.
For a while, they did these little Marvel shorts, and there's one where Bruce Banner's sitting talking to Thor. He's like, "Oh, you don't understand. I keep waking up in strange places, in cutoffs, in Daisy Dukes."
That's so funny. Yeah, it's always funny how they would depict the Hulk in Daisy Dukes. Ripped up Daisy Dukes. You're like, but that's not how pants tear.
Yeah, he's a
Fucking,
big old asshole.
Lou Ferrigno, dude. And those fucking those purple poly pants.
Yeah, this, whatever. It's kind of like how a druid, a druid changes shape and doesn't lose their clothes in D&D. You're like,
That's different.
what
Yeah.
the fuck?
That's magic.
The Hulk is a
And then-
curse. Come on now. This is gamma radiation.
Yeah, it's hell energy. Did you not know?
Well, because there's other fantasy books that depict druids shape changing and they lose their fucking clothes. They don't keep what they're wearing. It gets tore off.
Yeah. And D&D,
Just like-
I mean,
Just like
all
werewolves, right?
shape
You just don't want to see
changing
Hulk's dong hanging
sucks
out.
it up.
He's
Oh,
no
no.
he's no Dr. Manhattan. I don't want to see
Yeah, really.
Oh no.
I don't know what you're referring to, Rich.
Watchmen.
Yeah, watch it.
Dr. Manhattan got like blasted with radiation or whatever and turned into fucking this big blue dude. And he
Big
just
blue
didn't wear
dude.
clothes.
Yeah.
Didn't wear clothes.
He was
Yeah,
And they
I
godlike.
were
mean-
He didn't
faithful to
need
that in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were.
They focused on the dong a couple times.
They're just walking around, dongs are swinging.
Oh yeah. Not
Blue
from
dong.
behind or anything, just straight in front of you.
Yep.
Knee to chest or eyes.
Yeah, because he's
sometimes.
like fucking 9 feet tall or something crazy too, right?
So, he's
Oh no, there's that
tripod.
one scene where they're going through Vietnam, right? And he's like fucking 30 feet tall.
Uh,
And his
That's the-
dong's
that's-
as long
that's
as
the
a
word.
person.
Yeah, it's 30 foot tall. So that means he's got like at least a 9 foot dong dangling over
All right,
you.
let me
while
ask you
blasting
this.
you.
And this
Ah!
actually goes along with certain other creatures. 30-foot tall dude takes a shit.
Oh no.
Back to shitting again, huh?
Dude,
no.
I mean, it would literally like cover your whole house.
But when he shifts back,
Out of his
does
butt.
it
It's
shift
out of his
back?
butt.
And then what happens when you put that stuff on it that turns it back into what it was before he ate it.
Oh my
Is
The
it
god.
better-
a big hot
It
dog?
turns into a rabbit and hops away.
Growing up
better-
a
yes,
giant
right.
fucking rabbit.
The better question
9 foot
is,
tall rabbit.
what does he wipe his butt with?
A tree.
Ouch.
Well, I would
Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
I'd probably
Hey,
imagine
Aw.
he would go
Palm-
to
a bamboo tree. Or
No,
not
he-
bamboo tree, palm tree.
oh
Be like a brush.
Things
Wow.
are spicy.
oof.
Who
Well,
the
what
hell
about
would
just-
want to wipe their butt with a palm leaf?
Well, what about he just goes to like a lake or a reservoir or something
So
like
he,
that?
so he
And it
bidets
kills
it.
the entire thing.
Yeah, he
Yes.
bidets his butt in a lake and just
Yeah, he does.
all the fish are dead.
Old Faithful. He goes to Old Faithful.
Oh no!
Ooh, sparkly clean and disinfected.
Shit.
Oh no!
Like I got a 20-minute wait here.
Every time. Always 20 more minutes. He just drip dries.
and like he's also like super radiated, isn't he? So like every single shit's like just like never going to be any plant that hits that shit
I mean,
is gonna be.
just think. Your adventures, walking through the forest. I don't know. Giants have recently been there, and all you fucking find is piles of shit everywhere.
Oh god!
I mean,
The
that
worst
should
part
like
is,
that should be part of a D&D campaign when you're like in you know that season where
Noted.
you're fighting giants.
Oh god! Don't
Hey,
note it.
Fucking
I know the worst
giant
part is
shit
you're
everywhere.
sneaking up.
Hill giants don't bury that shit. They just leave
Hell
it.
no. They got like a latrine
Fucking
area, right?
Giant toilet paper floating around.
I can imagine frost
Wind.
giants like just like burying it under snow.
They should have that scene. We should be like on the countryside in that.
Did you ever watch the movie Caveman with
No.
Oh
Ringo
my god.
Starr? There's that scene
Yes.
with the
there is.
Tyrannosaurus Rex poop.
Like,
They
isn't
all
it like
fall
3
in it.
times?
I just remember the one time when they're all in it. It's like, oh, caca, ooh, boo boo, and then the Asian guy who speaks English is like, oh shit.
That's awesome.
I
never
love
saw
that.
that
There was the
movie.
Asian guy with the cavemen, and he speaks English.
Why not, right? Be all inclusive here. I just think that'd be a great scene in D&D. Well, you're traveling towards the
Oh,
hill
God.
giants, and all you smell is this
God.
just unbelievable, disgusting waft of wind picks up and just smacks you in the face.
Oh
Just
wait,
The fucking
Actually, wait,
Otyugh forest.
roll
So-
a Constitution saving throw.
oh god. So the male hill giants are dumb as shit and dumb as bricks. The female ones aren't. So they might be the ones that would be cleaning up after them.
Hell no.
Well,
Nobody's
there's
gonna-
also the idea
Come
of
on.
you're sneaking into the castle, coming through the catacombs. You turn the wrong way, and there's a big hole above you, and it smells like shit below you.
Oh no.
You hear about the woman who basically got trapped in a porta potty trying to fetch her phone out?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Apparently. this
Yeah,
happened
it happens
recently.
almost. Yeah, it happens every other year at Country Fair where I go.
This
and
is
there.
recently. Some girl drops her phone in the shitter. She's trying to get it out and she fell into it. It was not just a porta potty, actually. It was
Wow.
like a
I was gonna say it was an
outdoor
outhouse,
latrine.
huh?
it was
Yeah.
an outhouse.
Yeah, because I was saying
Yeah.
porta potty, you can probably find it, but you don't want it
Mhm.
because not only is it covered in poo, it's blue.
It's gone.
Yeah,
You know what? You
Double
drop
D,
your
double
you
die.
drop your phone in an outhouse. You just buy a new phone.
yeah. You drop your child in an outhouse, you're done. You don't
Buy
worry
your
about the
child.
child anymore.
New child.
Right.
That's just the way you get rid of your kid.
Oops. Well, Johnny
Well-
fell in the shit. Johnny fell in the shitter. I gotta find Susie now.
Yeah, not even Lassie's gonna tell you where
Really.
Johnny is now.
Yeah,
Lassie's
Jo-
like,
no.
I buried him.
yeah, Johnny decided to take a crap in the outhouse. I told him not to. I told him not to. He said, that's not where you take a shit, Johnny. But nope, he just couldn't hold it.
What's wrong, Lassie? Johnny fell in the outhouse again?
Yes. All right. Well, we've progressed to dead children jokes.
Oh no. What's
You remember
next?
back in the day, back in the 90s, it was all the dead baby jokes.
Yeah, we talked about those already.
Exactly, right? Where did those all go?
They went into the annals of history and they'll stay there forever.
Right.
It's like half of those jokes,
Everything-
like the you know,
It was
oh,
just a
God.
phase.
They remain in high school to this day.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the what's the
But I
best?
don't. But are
What's the
they
best
even
thing
in high
about having
school?
sex with 92-year-olds? There's 90 of them.
92-year-olds. Oh no.
Yeah.
You know, I can't remember the other one, but it's like
It doesn't matter. It's. I'm sure it's absolutely hilarious. And if you laugh, you're gonna go to hell. So I just, I was thinking about it because we had that discussion already. But then I'm thinking like, well, do they still have those jokes in high school?
I'm sure they do.
that was the other one. Why do they call it PMS? Because mad cow disease was already taken. Jokes like that, yeah, you get. It's like no, they don't work anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Gay jokes don't work.
Definitely not.
Polak
That one-
jokes don't work.
Wait, what kind of jokes?
Polak.
What's a
Well, that's because
Polak?
nobody knows
Exactly.
them anymore.
Nobody knows what a Polak is.
It's
Polish.
not because it's offensive. They just don't know
It
that
used
there's
to
a
be
country
in.
called Poland.
Well, it was just a derogatory. They're Polish, not Polak.
Right.
Polish, yes. Yeah, there's so
Um,
many. There's so many Eastern European jokes like that we, or bad jokes about Asian people, certain descents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My dad
Really
really
can't,
loved those Asian jokes. I don't know why.
really can't make fun of anybody anymore. God damn it! What's this world turning into?
Well,
Nice.
like
The pendulum always swings. Purists go away eventually.
I will say,
Alright.
at least like half of those jokes were like just like didn't have enough effort put into them.
Of course
Like, maybe
not. Were you looking for an intelligent racist joke? Is that what you're looking for?
Yes,
Listen-
yes, I am.
This one is really, it really strikes at the heart of our latent racism. Was such a great indicator of how society is really
Oh,
not
hell.
embraced multiculturalism.
Actually, it still sticks around a little bit. Like, have you seen the Uncle Roger stuff?
I love Uncle Roger. Uncle Roger.
No.
It's this Asian guy that does this.
Oh no.
He came up with this character that was all of his, really bad, older family, and he just starts making fun of people with this really bad Asian accent, and yeah, mostly cooks and stuff.
Wow.
Although my favorite part is he's like, when you spice it right, not white. So see, he's making fun of white people.
And that's fine. That's fine.
Unless they're Polish.
Unless they're Polacks or WAPs. Yeah, I was listening to that actually about how Italian food used to be located in the international aisle in the grocery store. In fact, it was the first product that created the international aisle. Olive oil could only be found in the international aisle of a grocery store. You could not find olive oil anywhere else.
Weird.
But it graduated to the main grocery store as Americans decided that Italians were actually not immigrants anymore.
Oh yeah, there's also
Actually pretty
Steve.
cool.
So
There's also
Chinese
Steve
and
He that
Mexicans are
does
still
Yes,
that.
yes. It's
Regulated
very
by
hard.
China.
I love the fact that Gilroy has at least as many Mexican grocery stores as they do
right.
regular grocery stores.
I would say,
But the
more.
best part about that podcast was when it was talking about what the international aisle in other countries is when it has the American aisle and what they think is American, and
What
it
is
is fucking hilarious.
Twinkies.
So like
Ketchup.
one is like ketchup, mustard, and I don't know, relish, like what you would put on your hot dog on the 4th of July or any other time. Well, not you, Rich. You don't need hot dogs. But another one was like all sorts of jelly, of flavors of jelly and syrup. That was the American aisle, like jelly and syrup. You're like,
Nice.
okay, cool. It was just like all of these just strange, just like we're gonna just choose one tiny segment of Americana and we're gonna toss it in here. And then we're gonna randomly put some other article, like, oh, we'll pasta in there too. Like pasta. What? Oh no, why not?
Because some
Pasta,
guy came into
perfect.
their grocery store and was like, "You don't have apricot pineapple jam? What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You're not white enough.
We'll get
Yeah,
it for you.
it was just
It'll
it's
be
so
in the
funny.
international aisle next time you come in.
Yeah, don't worry, no worries.
Good night, you guys.
Good
Nice.
night, John.
Bye.
No.
It was a good podcast. Just talking about the grocery experience. It actually said the last thing to actually graduate out of the international aisle was a couple years ago, and you would know it by the Red Rooster, Sriracha.
Oh yeah, sriracha.
Like it
Really?
like Sriracha.
That's still
from
in my
2000
international aisles.
No, if you go down the hot sauce aisle in a grocery store like in Safeway, you'll see Sriracha. You'll also see it in the international aisle too, still, but you'll actually see it in the hot sauce aisle.
I actually love the fact that half the international aisles are the other side of like the vegetarian vegan aisle. If you
In
like
Walmart, it's the
Safeway and
bulk
Gilroy.
aisle.
Yeah, it's just like, we're gonna hide the vegetarian stuff over here with the other stuff
Yeah,
that nobody buys.
yeah.
It's so funny when they tried to like put it all with the stuff it's like. Like for a while, Safeway and
Like-
Nob Hill obliterated the vegetarian aisle and just like put it all out with the other stuff. So you'd
Yeah.
have to go wander around the whole goddamn store. You're like, come on, there's fake cream cheese here somewhere.
No, I'm just kind
Yeah.
of curious. You know the kosher food, like the stuff that like stereotypically would be for Jewish people. Like I've never seen any of that stuff ever sold ever at a while I was working at Safeway.
So the
Yeah.
the onion
Kosher is
soup,
a huge thing.
onion soup is cheaper, so buy it from that section.
Yep.
And they have egg replacer that's really good.
The reason fake meat isn't considered meat is because of the kosher incident. They can't get it certified as kosher, so they don't want it in the meat stuff.
Funny.
Yeah. It was interesting. It was a good podcast.
What was it?
Yeah, 99% invisible.
99% invisible.
Yes. By I forgot who. Anyways, it's his like main one. He's got several. I would say it's a very popular podcast. I don't know where it ranks on iTunes, but it's pretty high up there. It's a small
I've been-
aisle after all.
My guilty
There it is.
pleasure lately has been
This
watching
is-
the Johnny Depp trial.
Oh yeah, that's like I'm I'm glad that it's finally like happening the way that it should have gone like a long time ago.
Johnny Depp, the white beater.
Johnny Depp
Uh,
was not.
If it,
Oh.
a lot of it, if you're keeping up with it's really making it sound like it's all her.
It was mostly her. Like with
He-
especially
wasn't he,
like
wasn't he,
'cause,
like
like,
shunned from like all of the
Yeah, he was
Movies?
taking out. Yeah, he was taking out a lot of movies, like Jack Sparrow. In the Harry Potter movie, he lost his job on that one. But like then but now they're showing up all these audio clips of like the horrible things that she's done. And it's like, oh wait,
He's a
Oh,
white man.
What's killing me though is like this one guy, the apartment
Can we just talk about this?
complex manager dude. He's testifying remotely in his car, and he starts driving at one point, and then he stops and he starts vaping and toking in the middle of testimony.
Hella funny.
That's funny.
that's news. I didn't know about that. That sounds hilarious.
Oh god! And the worst part is Johnny Depp's watching it and just laughing the whole time.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah.
See y'all next week.
Yep,
All right.
Later.